At least once in everybody's lifetime, they're gonna meet that one person who they think they're gonna be together forever. And sometimes that's not always the case. So today I want to talk to you about bad relationships, specifically how to spot one and the red flags that come with it. Let me start off by saying a toxic relationship does not necessarily have to come into the form of the person who you may call your lover or who you're intimate with. It can also be known as a friendship. First of all, relationships are impossible to keep stable. Or are they really? Why is it that most relationships don't work? Boy meets girl, they talk, they date, they get sensual towards one another, and soon they just part their ways. This is what most love affairs are nowadays. It's kind of sad, but most breakups are not due to the fact that the two people are simply just bored, but that it's the relationship that they're in. So I'm gonna show two pictures and just point out which one is a bad relationship and which one is a good relationship. So obviously the second one was the bad relationship because you can just tell by their body language. Okay? So, as an example, I was once myself in a bad relationship. It started freshman year. When you hit high school, you have this mindset of lasting in a relationship all throughout the 4 years, which always isn't the case. Freshman year, I met this guy. I thought he was great. We started talking, but little did I know what I was getting myself into. About 1 month into the relationship, he stopped telling me stuff. He stopped, really texting me. So I was like, okay, that's fine, I guess. And it got to the point where I got so depressed. I pushed away the people who were trying to help me the most. I just sat in my room thinking why I wasn't good enough. And one day, it just all finally, I just snapped. I thought to myself, I'm worth way better than what I'm being treated like. I deserve way better. Nobody should ever be treated like that. So I dumped him, and life was better. Life was great. But the main keys, I have to say, the main keys to a good relationship are one, mutual respect. If you don't have mutual respect towards other people, then how are you going to have respect towards your partner? If they don't want to do something that you want to do, have respect towards them and just don't pressure them into doing anything. Secondly, there needs to be trust. How are you going to be in a relationship with no trust? And then third, honesty. How are you going to believe one another if you tell each other something? That just doesn't make sense. And fourth is good communication. How are you going to be in a relationship and trying to solve the problems in the relationship if y'all don't have good communication? It's all about those communication skills. Those are the main key factors to a good relationship. Now let's point out the bad factors to a bad relationship, and let's talk about the red flags. Number one, you worry your partner might get so angry that they might put a finger on you or they might hurt you mentally. Well, if that's the case, let me just tell you something. Get help, call somebody. If you have to worry that they're gonna physically hurt you, just leave. Just leave. Your partner doesn't respect your answer when you say no to something. That's called respect. They need to have respect towards you. If you don't want to do anything, you don't have to. Don't let them pressure you. You feel like you're constantly walking on eggshells. Like you're constantly looking over your shoulder to see if they're going to do something. You feel uneasy around them. In a relationship, you should feel like that person is your best friend, not somebody who you have to constantly worry about. The idea of an ideal partner is rooted in an unconscious desires that have been influenced by cultural and biological forces according to studies. Bad relationship causes bad health. It really does. such as high stress levels, which equal high blood pressure, developing heart problems that lead to heart attacks, weight gain, and even self-harm. I personally know people who have gone through bad relationships who have self-harmed themselves. Not all relationships are bad though. The best type of relationships, let me tell you, are when you trust each other, communicate, you're honest with one another, and you can laugh and make jokes and memories that will last a lifetime. So that's it for today. Thank y'all for watching.